Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all who I think that the top five players of all time at every position. At point guard, I think Magic Johnson is number one point guard of all time. He is just the great passer, great leader, and I think a point guard has to be. You could argue that he's the top, having you could argue that he's a number one player of all time, but I don't think he is. Number three, go check out my other video when I rank my top 15 players of all time. Number two point guard, I have John Stockton. He is number one in passing, assists, and number one in steals. And a great leader, and I don't think it's his fault that he doesn't have any championships. Number three, I have Jerry West. He was a great shooter, pretty much invented the long range shot. Just a great, if it wasn't for him, there probably wouldn't be any 3-pointers. So yeah, that's why I have Jerry West at number three. Number four, I have Chris Paul. Great, one of the greatest passers, one of the best all around. Great passer, great leader, and I think injuries are the reason why he doesn't have no championship, and because of LeBron. At number five, I have Steve Nash. Great passer, great shooter, just all around. If he was a better defender, then I think that he would be number three on this list, but he just wasn't a good enough defender. Now on to shooting guards. Number one, of course, is Michael Jordan. No doubt. Number one is Michael Jordan. No, nobody should say that he's not. And I think he's the greatest player of all time. Great scorer, great defender, great leader. Won 6 championships, 5 MVPs. Great. Number two shooting guard of all time, I think it's Kobe Bryant. I think he is the number 8 player of all time. I think I've voted him as. And he's just a great shooting guard, great leader, great scorer. The only reason why he's not higher than Jordan is he doesn't have enough MVPs, and he pretty much just copied Jordan. And he just wasn't as good as Jordan. Number three, I have Dwayne Wade. Great player. He is a great athletic, great defender. When he was younger, he was a fantastic defender. Number one in shooting guard for blocks, I'm pretty sure. And that's just an amazing thing. Dwayne Wade, number four, I have Allen Iverson. Great player, great ball handler, great scorer. If he was a better defender and a better passer, then I think he's the two shooting guard of all time. Then he would be number 2 or 3 of all time. Then he'd be a top 5 player of all time. Number 5, I think, is... Number 5 is a tough one. I think that number 5 is... I don't really know. Top 5. I'm gonna go number 5. I'm gonna go a surprising one. Shock a lot of people that I'm putting him this high. I'm going with Ray Allen. I think Ray Allen is a top 5 shooting guard ever. I think he's great. He's the greatest shooting guard. I mean, he's the greatest shooter of all time. And that's why he is so hot, because in a shooting guard, I think if they can't shoot, then why are they a shooting guard? I mean, it's called shooting guards for a reason. And he's an underrated defender and an underrated leader, and he has like 5 championships. I don't know why he's so underrated. Now we're gonna move on to top small forwards of all time. I think you have to go number 1. I think it's between LeBron and Larry Bird. You have to go with one of them. I think number 1's LeBron. Great all-around, greatest player ever. He's an underrated defender. Most people just think of LeBron as a great offensive player, but no, he's a top defender of all time, and that's saying something if you really look at it. Now, number 2, I think, is Larry Bird. He could beat you taking 2 shots just like LeBron can, both all around, and he's just a better shooter than LeBron, but LeBron's just a better inside presence, and just a better player. Number 3, I have Julius Erving, Dr. J. I think you have to put him number 3. Great dunker, great scorer, great everything, just great. He pretty much invented the dunk contest. I mean, just all around, instead of just regular dunks, he was one of the first players to do creative stuff in game. And number 4, I think, is Scottie Pippen, I think, is number 4. Great defender, has won 6 championships, never won an MVP, but just around great player. I think he would have been better if Jordan wasn't on his team, because Jordan really took away all his offensive abilities other than shooting, because Jordan was so good of an inside presence that you pretty much had to just have him sitting out there. And then number 5, I have Paul Pierce, great scorer, great leader, has won, I think, 3 championships. If it wasn't for Paul Pierce, then the Celtics wouldn't be as good as they are right now, honestly. Because, yeah, and then he's just that good. And he won the Celtics 2 championships, which, if he didn't win them 2, then the Celtics wouldn't have won the most. Okay, so, and then moving on to power forward. Power forward's one of the toughest ones outside, like, the top 3. So, number 1, easily, Tim Duncan. Anybody that don't have Tim Duncan, number 1 power forward of all time, is straight up stupid and don't believe him. One of the greatest all-around players, great defender, and everything. I mean, just great. Now, number 2, I think, is Karl Malone. Karl Malone, great scorer, number 2 in scoring of all time, actually. Great defender, he's never won a championship, which is why he's not number 2. Which is why he's not number 1. And then number 3, I think is easily, number 3 has got to be Dirk Nowitzki. One of the greatest shooting power forwards ever. The greatest shooting power forward / center of all time. I don't care what anyone says. If it wasn't for him, then really there wouldn't be no Chris Stapps. There wouldn't be no Ryan Anderson. Wouldn't be as good if it wasn't for Dirk, because Dirk pretty much invented the power forward shooting 3-pointers and center shooting 3-pointers. Number 4, I think, is Charles Barkley. Great all-around player. One of the faster players, power forwards of all time. Great, and I think if he would have won a championship, then he would definitely be top 15 of all time. But I don't have him top 5. top 15 of all time because he never won a championship. He only has like one MVP, and I don't think he was that good. Number 5 power forward of all time, I think, is Dennis Rodman. He was like just so great of a defender that you have to put him number 5 of all time. I mean, just that good of a defender. He was a decent offensive player, not that good, but yeah. Moving on to center. Now, center, I mean, it's pretty obvious who the top 5 are, who the top 4 are, but the order can be whoever you really want. Number 1, I think it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, number 1 center of all time. Number 2, I think is Wilt Chamberlain. I mean, great scorer. He did average he scored 100 points in one season, and he averaged 50 points in one season. Now, most people think he's overrated because he did play 48.7 minutes, which is not even possible in today's NBA. But still, nobody else will probably ever average 100 points in one season. Now, number 3, I have Bill Russell. Has won 11 championships. Great player, great defender, great athletic. One of the fastest athletic centers of all time. He could guard anybody 1 through 5, and yeah, if Bill Russell would have played against Jordan would have not been that good. Moving on to number 4, I think number 4 is Shaquille O'Neal, in my opinion. I think number 4 is Shaquille O'Neal. Athletic, great dunker, great defender, great box shocker. Just everything you want in a center, Shaquille had, and I think he was the strongest and most unguardable center of all time. Now, number 5, I have Hakeem Olajuwon. Great center. I think he is the best post-up player of all time, and it's not even close. With all of his moves and everything, he was just, most creative and everything. So, I have him number 5 center of all time. So, that was my top 5 players at every NBA position. And I hope y'all enjoyed. See y'all next time. See ya.